Welcome to camp. Welcome back to the channel. It's April. The weather is perfect. No rain, no bad weather. I'm just out here because I love to be out here. I'm gonna get camp set up and I'll get back with y'all later. God dang. I think we deserve a cold beer. I like that tent, but it is a bear to set up. It's really not that bad. Could one person do it that's never set up a tent before? I highly doubt it. That's like bringing your single wide trailer out to the woods. I mean, short of a kitchen sink and, grandma's CPAP machine, what more could you ask for? I mean, really. Well, that's the hard part. Awning's up, tent's up. Got a cot with me this time. Need to get it in there. Get my sleeping pad blown up, sleeping bag laid out. So it's about 70 degrees right now. Into April here in North Carolina. And it is perfect. Like I was saying earlier, we get about 2 weeks out of the year where it's just nice. It's just nice. And then it'll be 100 degrees before you know it. And 95% humidity, and it's just unbearable most days. But right now, it is perfect. No breeze, 70 degrees. Tonight's going to be like 50. I got a sleeping bag with me that's way too hot. Probably going to end up throwing a leg out. But I'm just excited to be here. Fridge is full of cold drinks. Got me a big old filet mignon I'm going to cook tonight. Brought my little fire pit. Got some charcoal with me. It's going to be jam up. I'm excited. Now, you're probably going to hear some traffic going through. We're kind of near a Forest Service road. Tomorrow's Good Friday. I was kind of hoping the crowds wasn't going to be out, but looks like they are. So we're just going to have to make do. I mean, I came out here to enjoy the woods, and, makes sense to me that a bunch of other people would too. Let's get the inside of the tent set up. Now here's our cot, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't never used it. But we got some long pieces and some other pieces, and we'll get it figured out. Hey, that's all right there. Heck yeah. All right, let's get our other junk. Sleeping pad, pillow. I think that's it out of there. Oh, man. Get our bag out. This is the North Face one bag. By coincidence, you've seen me use it before. This thing is way overkill for the weather that we are going to get tonight, but it's comfortable. It's like being in your duvet at home. Side windows. Get some airflow going through this Jensen. I've had this tent for a number of years, and once you get used to the size and what it takes to set it up, it's really nice. And the price, because this thing ain't cheap. But I do believe you get what you pay for. And it's like Clark's chair that the kitty cat burned up under. It's a quality item. No need for fumigation on this unit, though. We've been pretty productive. I'm going to take a minute and hydrate. I think I'll see y'all a little later. We got a nice dinner. It's going to be real good. I'll bring y'all back when it gets closer to dinner time. I think it's time we get the fire lit. Well, charcoal, I guess. Let's not call it a fire. Got a few pieces of pine knot. Fat wood, fat lighter, whatever you want to call it. I guess it depends on where you come from. We'll let those catch good. Pour charcoal down on top of them. A little while we'll have a fire. Nothing fancy for charcoal. Just a regular old Kingsford blue bag. Like I said, it ain't going to be cold tonight, but I got a pretty nice steak. I don't want to cook it in a pan. So here we are. Now while the fire's getting started, we need to season our steak. So turn our lights on, old Milwaukee work light, and Got some new lights. Put those in a while back. If you're curious, they are supposed to be a truck bed LED light kit, but works just fine for what we're doing. Old GSI knife kit. Never go home without it. Coarse black pepper, flake salt, all you need for a steak. And don't be stingy. It's a big piece of meat. You can handle a lot of seasoning. Now this other steak, I don't know if I'm going to eat or not. So, for the time being, I'm just going to throw it back in the fridge. It'll be fine right there. Clean up some of our mess. Well, cheers to you and yours. Out here living the high life. I do actually love Miller High Life. I just don't drink it often. But today's special. Because we're camping. That's all the excuse we need for it to be special. Well, I'll bring you back when it's time to throw that steak on the grill. Fire's going good. It's time to put steaks on. Man, that feels good. It ain't cold out here. Let's see. 64 degrees. That still feels pretty nice. So I'm only eating meat. I've been on the meat diet for a while. This is something that is pretty common for me. I've went months, it's about a year. I think my longest stretch on the meat diet. So just strictly protein. I do kind of feather in some things. I'll eat onion just because I love onion. But yeah, just the meat diet. So eating about $30 worth of filet tonight. I'm pretty excited about it. So I know I only prepped one on camera. I was thinking about it. It's literally about the only thing I've had to eat today, so I figured why not eat both. But I'm gonna cook these steaks and I'm gonna eat them. I'm pretty hungry. It's 8:15. So if you're not familiar with the meat diet, the carnivore or the carnivore diet, strictly protein, be red meat, eggs, chicken, pork. But it's pretty much a zero carb, 100% protein, 100% fat, and it needs to be fatty meat. Intuition would say, oh, well, if I'm on the meat diet and in the interest of getting healthier and losing weight, that kind of deal, well, chicken would be a fantastic option. And it's not a bad option, but chicken doesn't have the fat content that your body needs to turn that fat into energy. And so you can do chicken. I wouldn't recommend doing chicken and only chicken, but I mean, we're going to have a whole separate discussion on the meat diet. It's something that I truly believe in. I've done a lot of research on it, a lot of reading, and me myself, I choose to do the carnivore diet. I do intermittent fasting. I do regular fasting, 72 hours, 96 hours. I think there's a lot of great benefits, and I feel like a lot of people hear that and they automatically think you're nuts, but I'm a believer. Well, I think it's time we pull these off. I'm a rare, medium rare type of guy. This fire is hot. It's so darn hot, I can barely. There we go. I'm gonna let these rest. I'll bring you back when it's time to eat. Well, I've waited about all I can stand to wait. It is about perfect medium rare for me anyways. I don't see nothing wrong with that. So, I'm gonna put a little extra salt and pepper on there. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this meat feast. As you can see, we're eating on the fine china tonight. We like TLC, baby. We ain't too proud to beg. You know what I mean? Don't get no better than that. I'm going to enjoy this steak dinner. I'll bring y'all back a little bit later. I got a few cold beverages left in the fridge. We'll sit around this little fire, talk a little bit. It's going to be a good night. Weather's perfect. It don't get no better than this. I know bad weather. I feel like that's what everybody wants to see on YouTube. I get it. But man, sometimes you just got to enjoy the good weather when the good Lord gives it to you. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to eat this. I'll see y'all later. Welcome back. Oh, you can see I got a hoodie on now. It's a balmy 57 degrees. Weather's perfect. Dinner was fantastic. Fridge full of cold beverages. I mean, it don't get any better. And it's nice to come out here in good weather and just enjoy everything that nature and the good Lord has to offer. So I wanted to take an opportunity to talk about the tent a little bit. You saw me set it up. I didn't really talk about it. It's the first time it's been in a video on the channel. I've had it for a couple years now. Used it quite a bit. I wasn't a fan at first because it's huge. When you have a tent that big, it really limits the places you can go. Because you need a spot that big. Let me clarify, a flat spot that big. And, you know, I kind of pride myself into, you know, getting off the beaten path, that kind of deal. It just doesn't lend itself to that very well. But build quality is outstanding. For one person, if you're familiar with tents, if you know what steps to take and that kind of deal, it's not bad to set up on your own. It's a really nice piece of gear. I caught it on sale. It was relatively cheap. I think right now they're like $500. Is it worth that? Yeah, I think it's worth that. Especially if you have a family of 4. So it's a 6-person tent. I would not put 6 people in it. 3 people, great. 4 people, yes, that'll work. But 6, I don't know, man. Unless you're like carny folk. I don't know how you're going to get 6 people in it. But it is very nice. The poles are DAC aluminum. Big poles. Sleeves, clips. I mean, it's a big unit. I mean, let me like make that very clear. That tent is huge. But it's nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I got the cot in there tonight. I've never slept on it before. I've had it for a while. And all the camps I've been going on have been, you know, hiking, you know, wild camps, that kind of deal. So I just haven't had a chance to use it. But I tried it out a little earlier, and I think it's pretty nice. So I'm looking forward to that. Same sleeping pad as usual, Big Agnes Rapide. I just love that pad. It's comfortable. I'm warm on it. You know, I'm a big believer in if it's not broke, don't fix it. And as much as I'd love to, you know, take out a second mortgage and try 20 different sleeping pads, I'm just not going to. I'm just not. Oh. I'm happy to be in the GX again. Like I said, been hiking out a lot lately. And I just released the video. You know, it is currently April 17th. Excuse me. The GX walk around, somewhat tour, whatever video came out last Friday. Today's Thursday, 6 days ago. And man, I love being in this thing. It's just so functional and it's comfortable. Solar, lithium battery, the fridge, the drawer system, the awning. I mean, I really don't like the term overland. It is widely and wildly overused. I do very little overlanding, but I do a bunch of camping. And I feel like I've got it dialed in. There's not a whole lot I would change. And when you get to a point in your build, I guess, where you feel like, I wouldn't change a thing. What do you do with it then? I mean, I've been enjoying it. Tires are next. Probably go up a size. I've ran skinny 33s on a 3rd gen Tacoma before. I like that size. I don't know how they would look on here. This is a fat girl. And I don't know if she's about the skinny life. You know what I mean? So I'll probably go 285/70, maybe bump up to 285/75. Run a 34, give or take. I don't mind these dirt tracks, but holy crap, are they loud. When they were new, not that bad. Now, it's terrible. Thank God the stereo's loud and the exhaust manifolds leak like crazy. Otherwise, the tire roar would probably drive me insane. Also, I don't know if throughout the afternoon you've been getting the, you know, random child yell or laugh or whatever. There's a bunch of people camping kind of in and around me, and, you know, sound carries, and I enjoy it. knowing that a family has got their kids out in the woods camping. And I just pray to God that they don't have the iPads out here with them. You know, being able to disconnect is not a terrible thing. And being a dad myself, you know, I take mine out quite regularly. She knows that there is a world that is much bigger than the size of a, you know, tablet screen. So it doesn't bother me a bit hearing kids laughing and playing, and I think it's great. I think it's what this world needs more of, if you want me to be honest. But thanks again for watching. You know, I always say that, and you know, I mean it. It means a lot when a small channel, you know, has a few videos that get to 1,000 views, or, you know, I've just been doing this a couple months, and I mentioned in the last camp video I did, which was last weekend, it hasn't come out yet, that, you know, you make these videos, and if you do YouTube and you're watching this, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But you invest all this time and money into making a video and editing it, and, you know, thinking about where you're going to put the camera, and how you're going to do this, and how you're going to frame that, and it bombs. I haven't really had any that bombed, but I mean, I definitely have some that have not done as well as others. And it sucks. I mean, nobody's going to tell you that it doesn't suck. So, if you're watching this, if you've hung around this long, you know, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. If you like what we're doing, you know, subscribe. It would mean a lot, and you know, I like to think that I put out decent content, but, you know, I'll let you be the judge of that. And if you don't like it, then, you know, get bent. I got a big trip coming up in May. It has nothing to do with what you see here, but it's probably going to end up on the channel just for posterity's sake. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, really looking forward to that. Anyway, I'm going to finish living the high life, and I'll see you when it's time for bed. I'm pretty tired. About 10 o'clock, which is my normal bedtime. I'm kind of an old man when it comes to that. But I hope you'd enjoyed it so far, and I'll see you in a little while. Thanks again. Well, time for me to go to bed. It's been a great day. We've had great weather, great food. I'm wore out. So, you saw me putting the cot together earlier. So far, it's pretty comfortable. I'll let you know how it is in the morning. Big Angus for. Seated 'Summit arrows. 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 'Summit arro North Face the one bag. And this is total overkill for tonight, but it is what it is. Super comfortable. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I hope you can hear it, but the dawn chorus is in full effect. I can hear turkeys off in the distance. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Oh, I slept pretty good. The cot, absolute game changer. It's really nice. Let's see what the temperature is. Got down to 47. Not terrible. Oh, all right. Nothing but the best. Now, no breakfast for me, like usual. I'll have my coffee and enjoy the moment. I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna head home. And for once this morning, I think it's gonna be a dry pack up. There ain't a drop of condensation on anything. That's nice. That's the Sea to Summit. I think it's a Frontier ultralight pot, titanium. I think that one's 1.5 liters, maybe. I'm not sure. You know I'm terrible at this. But I like it though. And the old Coleman stove, I mean, I've had that thing for ages. It will not die. So I keep using it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, that's good enough. Now you'll see me look behind the camera a lot this morning. There's a big cutover, and it's turkey season right now. They are out and about. If I see one, that's where I'm going to see one. Matter of fact, let me grab the camera, I'll show you. You see that little gap through there? There's cutover. Forest Service Road kind of winds through there. That road goes down to the river. You can see that clearing, a little opening, that cutover. We might get lucky and see something poke its head out. If we do, I'll let you know. But I can't be in this spot and not look, you know? There's camp. Got the single wide out here. Got the GX. Looking nasty. I actually cleaned it before this trip. I was like, well, it's going to be on camera. I need to clean this baby up. Yeah. A lot of good that did. Oh, but anyways, I had a good night's sleep. The cot, the sleeping pad. That bag right now, my sleeping bag's configured for like 5 degrees or something. It got down to about 45 last night. I was toasty warm. And I don't have the best sleeping habits. I'm your classic wake up, toss and turn every 45 minutes or so. I have been for the last couple of years, and I don't know. I'm really not sure why. Oh, I fell asleep, and I know for a fact I did not wake up for 4 or 5 hours. And that's pretty uncommon for me. I'm thankful, but that's very uncommon. The birds are going nuts. It's just a beautiful morning. Well, as always, I'm gonna drink my coffee. I guess one trip I at least need to cook something in the mornings. I feel like I'm kind of slacking off. I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'm gonna enjoy nature and where I'm at without a camera in front of me. For a little while anyways. I'm gonna pack down camp, shouldn't take long. I'll time lapse all that and probably won't do my little outro I do when I backpack, so you know, if you're still watching at this point in the video, thank you very much. If you haven't already, please subscribe. You know, YouTube tells me that something like 90% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. And, you know, it doesn't cost anything. And you can unsubscribe if you know, don't like what's going on. But, you know, if you do like what I'm doing, if you do like the content, if you don't mind hearing me ramble, please like and subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me, so just want to throw that out there. But it's been a great trip. It's been very low key, very calm. That's what I like about camping, honestly. So, again, thank you for watching. You'll see me break down camp, and then I'm going to get out of here. So, hope all of y'all enjoy your week. We'll see you later.